In the second part of this series, Shankaracharya described our three bodies: the physical body, the subtle body, and the causal body. Now he explains how these three bodies are related to the 5 sheaths or Koshas, meaning covers. The 5 sheaths referred to are: first, our physical body; second is prana; third is manas or mind; fourth is buddhi or intellect; and the 5th sheath is our causal body. When we identify the 3 bodies or the 5 sheaths with Atma, our true self, we say, "I am in pain" or "I am stressed." But in reality, it is your physical body which is in pain and your mind which feels stressed, not your Atma. We identify our Atma or consciousness as our physical body. Shankara gives the example of a clear crystal which appears blue in the presence of a blue cloth. We attribute the blue color of the cloth to the clear crystal. In the same way, the qualities of our body, mind and intellect are falsely attributed to our consciousness or Atma. This false attribution or superimposition of our 3 bodies or 5 sheaths has to be removed. Atma must be separated or distinguished from these coverings with the help of Vedantic teachings. Shankara gives the example of rice kernels covered with husk. Here he compares the Atma to the rice kernels and the husk to the 5 sheaths that cover the Atma. The rice is unaffected by the husk, and so is the Atma unaffected by the superimpositions or the 5 sheaths. By threshing the husk, the rice is extracted. Similarly, Atma, the pure inner self, is separated from the cover of these 3 bodies or 5 sheaths with reason and vigorous application of Vedantic knowledge and understanding. Next, Shankaracharya discusses the true nature of Atma as the limitless, all-pervasive consciousness. Even though Atma is all-pervasive, it does not appear everywhere. It shines in your mind like a reflection on a shiny surface. Like the sun shines on the whole earth, but we see its reflection only where there is a reflective surface, like a water body, a river, or the ocean. Similarly, the all-pervasive consciousness manifests itself on a suitable reflecting medium, a medium like your mind. Consciousness reveals what is happening in your mind and intellect, even your thoughts. It shines in your intellect and even reveals your ignorance. However, consciousness does not remove ignorance. This can only be removed with knowledge. To elaborate this example further, consider there are many buckets filled with water. If the bucket represents your physical body and the water your subtle body, that is your mind and intellect. Now when the sun shines, the all-pervasive consciousness reflects on the water present in all the buckets, and hence it is present in each one of them. Going further, when this bucket ages, like our physical body, the water, which is our subtle body, leaks away and causes death. This water collects in a new bucket, and the sun starts shining in it too. This is rebirth. The sun still shines on the old bucket, which is now unable to manifest its consciousness in the absence of the reflective subtle body. Also, the sun or consciousness does not travel. It is the subtle body which travels from one body to another, like in rebirth, because consciousness remains all-pervasive. Thus, separate from our body, mind, senses, intellect, and the world, consciousness is a witness of all that happens in your mind. Like a king merely watches his ministers perform their duties and run his kingdom. Likewise, in the presence of the conscious self, Atma, your body, mind and senses perform their various activities, and your consciousness remains a passive observer. Shankara now explains that when your body, mind and senses are active, Atma also seems to be active due to ignorance or lack of proper understanding. Your consciousness itself is not engaged in these activities. These are physical or mental activities performed by your body. Your consciousness just reveals these activities while remaining passive itself. Shankara gives the metaphor of clouds drifting across the moon. Here, the moon seems to be moving, not the clouds. It is the proximity of the moon and the clouds that gives rise to this illusion. In the same way, the proximity of consciousness to your body and mind gives rise to the illusion that your consciousness itself is active, when in reality, your consciousness remains only a passive observer. You are different from anything you observe because you cannot be the observer and the observed. We suffer when we lack that discernment and identify our true self, Atma, with the physical body. Again, with the help of the conscious self, Atma, your body, mind and senses perform various worldly activities. Some people engage in activities like agriculture and plantation, which requires sunlight. Here, the sun facilitates the growth of the seeds they sow. The sun does not actively participate in worldly activities. It merely facilitates those activities. In the same way, Atma does not participate in the activities of your body, mind and senses. It merely facilitates those activities. The presence of your consciousness, Atma, enables your body, mind and senses to engage in intelligent activities in this life.